thank you. God, guys, I'm so tired. I didn't sleep at all last night, and I drove home at dawn, and from Los Alamos, no less, which was a trek. And you know that flash when someone wakes you up, and you've maybe only been asleep for like 5 minutes, but whoever wakes you up, you want to murder them. You absolutely would. I would absolutely slit someone's throat. Like there, and it lasts like maybe like 3/4 of a second, but it is real. It's very strong. Anyway, I'm a very paranoid person. I'm very suspicious of other people a lot of the time. Like, call me David Duchovny, because I trust no one, and I might have a sex addiction. I can't claim to look good in a red Speedo, though. I think it's natural for women to be paranoid. I think we were kind of raised on it, whether, like, by our mothers or just experience. Like walking down the street, you know, you get the honks and all of that. But then there's like other fears of mine that are completely baseless and unfounded. I don't know if you've ever been out in public and just lost something very minor, and I just immediately assume like someone stole it. It's like, bitch, no one wants your canvas bag with half a Nature Valley bar and like a flannel missing 3 buttons. I mean, like, maybe someone in this town, like maybe those bears, but a different kind of bear want the flannel. The problem is I'm an asshole, and so I assume other people are assholes too. Like, of course the people like with the shittiest morals have the least faith in other people. Like, nice people are very trusting, and they're idiots for that. I am very self-involved. I do like worry constantly what people are thinking of me. And part of it might be the fact that I've worked in the service industry, at a restaurant, and which means I was a busser, which means, oh, believe me, whenever you guys are at a restaurant, there's a busser next to you, and you think they're just like, the dishes. They're absolutely listening to your conversation. Every single time. So you're judging people based on their conversation and their general vibe. And then I work in retail too, and when you're in retail, you're extremely bored, and there's nothing to do, so you're just kind of staring at the people who walk in the store and just like head to toe judging every inch of them. Maybe it's just me. But of course I assume that other people are that bored and that they're constantly judging me. But I know, like, I'm trying to be conceited. Like, it's not all about me. I know people aren't thinking about me all the time. Same with my friends, and like people aren't like constantly talking behind my back and like, you know, judging me or whatever, except for sometimes when they are. You guys have heard of talking behind someone's back. What is it called when someone talks about you like right in front of your face without you knowing? I experienced this the past year. I was on a Zoom call with like a group project with people who I was like, at the time I thought we were all chill, we were all good friends. And they were both wearing masks. They were in the room together, and I'm on the end of the Zoom call. And they're like doing the like whisper thing. Can't read lips because they're wearing masks. Can't hear what they're saying. And it would be like, I'm sorry, what? And they'd be like, oh, nothing. I think that's called middle school. I think it's called middle school. I later found out they were literally talking about me in front of my face on a Zoom call. And that's why I have fucking trust issues. Because as soon as you kind of try to let go of that self-involvement and be like, nobody cares, like nobody's out to get you, and then it's like, surprise, they are. I did learn that hot tip though with a mask, that you can talk shit about other people in public while you're wearing a mask because nobody can tell that you're I don't know if that's a good thing to learn though. I don't think that's a good moral to walk away with, but like I said, I'm a shitty person. Speaking of shitty people, the pandemic is interesting because it's brought together a lot of different people. Like for example, it's brought together like the people with like Trump 2024 bumper stickers and the people with coexist bumper stickers. There's a lot of overlap between those two crowds, and it's called QAnon. Like remember the shaman, the like QAnon shaman guy from the Capitol riots? Like he had to eat organic in jail, and was also a Trump supporter. Like the 2020s are an interesting time. You know, I think people use the argument like this, like for mask wearing, and try to use it akin to like a seatbelt, and it's like, well, the government's been controlling your body for years. They make you wear seatbelts all the time. Like, what, are you gonna not wear a seatbelt? Yes! Those are exactly what those people think. It's the same people. It's like your cousin in West Virginia who goes mudding. He's like, I'm not gonna fucking wear a seatbelt. My dogs are safe enough. And then it's like your cousin who's like, the government does not control me.
I really don't believe in social distancing because hugs are what heal people.
So I have two of these cousins, the hippie anti-vaxxers, and one of them posts like David Icke lizard people stuff. The other one is a lesbian, and she and her partner run they've done various things in the past, like vaginal steaming and these are all 100% real. Mayan abdominal massage. They're currently running a rewilding retreat where masks are not allowed because then it would cause distance between the participants. They also, it's so much fun. They believe that sunlight heals you.
Yeah.
They believe that not only does COVID, it's like a Schrodinger's cat kind of situation, COVID both does not exist, but it also exists, and it was caused by 5G. And the Spanish flu was caused by radio, because it was just created in the 1900s. They also have a couple posts about how, it was question, does the sun cause skin cancer? Answer, no. Tell me you're white without telling me you're white. They're both super white. They also were trying to argue that global warming is not due to factory farming because they both are really into whole beef and butter and bacon and stuff. And they were trying to say that global warming is caused because each of us have a microwave in our pocket at all times. Do you know how much radiation a cell phone causes? That's what causes global warming. It's not cow farts. I'm it could be both, but it's probably one of those things. She also says she doesn't wear sunglasses because if you wear sunglasses, it blocks the endorphins getting in through your eyes. But I do think there's been a lot of normalization of strange things. The worst for me, one of the worst is cancel culture. It has been normalized. I know it's surprising coming from me. I've been guilty of it myself, for sure. I did a set about Cosby and Weinstein last week. But it's everywhere you look, canceled. And it's affected me a lot in my life. A lot of people I know, my mom canceled. My boyfriend canceled. My best friends canceled. And I just think for people, it's time for people to have some accountability of their actions. It's time for people's actions to match their words. If you make plans, don't cancel. It's fucking rude. That's all I got.